In the vast expanse of the open sea, a fierce spirit emerges. Nature bows before her as winds dance to her command,
Really straight to the maneuver, but it's on.
whispering secrets of the untamed.
Away towards Mark 1.
Chasing victory's embrace, she sails with unwavering honor, her sights set on conquest.
After a great start, they win.
Amidst the grandest regatta, where champions converge, a name echoes with reverence. The goddess of the hunt unveils her might, destined to conquer the waves. Artemis.
So, welcome to this official launch of a journey that we expect is going to be really exciting and fun. The Swedish challenge powered by Artemis Technologies. Exactly 6 years ago in Bermuda, I had the privilege to closely follow the Swedish Artemis racing as they made it all the way to the Challenger final of the America's Cup. Therefore, it feels extra fun to be able to announce that next autumn in Barcelona, we will have 2 Swedish boats on the waters. And behind these challenges are GKSS, KSSS, and Artemis Technologies. So please welcome on the stage Patrik Salén, Commodore KSSS, Alice von Geyer, Commodore GKSS, and Ian Percy, CEO Artemis Technologies. If you gärna står där at the table. So I'm going to start with you, Patrick and Alice. There has always been a small rivalry between Sweden's 2 biggest clubs. Now you're setting out on a journey of this magnitude together. What are your thoughts on going into this as one team?
It would be unfair to say it hasn't been challenging to slowly, bit by bit, approach each other, but we've been doing it already with the elite racing for the Olympics for a few years. So we're breaking new ground. We're testing out how that works, and so far it's been quite pleasurable.
Alice, one team?
Yes, one team. And I think it's very good as well, because, I mean, we need it for Sweden, and we need to cooperate together in order to get more great sailors in Sweden.
Patrick, KSSS was behind the challenges 2013 and 2017. What would you say will be the biggest difference this time around?
We have both youth and women. That's a big difference. It's not the America's Cup, but it's a beautiful start platform for reaching there, and that's obviously Torbjörn's decision in the second stage. But to offer this enormously impressive professional platform for both youth and women, that's unique and new.
And also an all Swedish campaign?
All Swedish, exactly. So normally, by the sheer size of the Royal Gothenburg and the Royal Swedish, we get attraction with the best talents in Sweden. But this is even beyond that. It's all of Sweden that youth and women that should be attracted to applying.
Alice, what do you hope will come out of all this, both for your clubs, of course, but also for Swedish sailing in general?
I think it's great that we, for the first time, have women competing in this race. So I hope we see more female as well, and also create more role models to have these children to look after and see what they are going to create for the future and next generation sailors.
Ian, you were the team manager and tactician in 2017. Now you're here as the CEO of Artemis Technologies. How involved will you be in the sailing?
Well, sadly, I'm not Swedish, and I'm definitely not a youth. So
not a woman.
Won't either. So no sailing for me, sadly, this time.
But will you be able to keep your fingers out of the jar totally?
You're right. Yeah, and I'm passionate about sailing, and I'm really excited and enjoy the kind of link between human and machine, and where technology comes in. One of the real passions for launching Artemis Technologies with a group of people. So I hope in my small way I can help the amazing sailors of Sweden reach the top of the podium.
Artemis Technologies is actually a company that was spun out of the last campaign in 2017. Tell us about this company and your mission.
Yeah, so it was born out of the main technical and operational staff of that successful campaign in Bermuda, and we set off on a mission. We didn't really have a product, but we had a mission, which was to decarbonize maritime. And as you can see on some of the banners behind, we now have a fleet of zero emissions vessels that's really transformative technology. We've grown hugely. We're 150 people now over in Northern Ireland and invested nearly 100 million euros in decarbonizing technology.
Compared to other title sponsors or main partners, how do you feel that Artemis Technologies will be able to contribute to the success of this team?
Well, right from the beginning, from 2017, we had an applied technologies division of the company that's worked for many America's Cup teams and SailGP and other race teams. And it's that division of the company that's going to be supporting the Swedish Challenge. So that's why we say we're powering the team. We're bringing know-how and knowledge and certainly a lot of passion to really transform, we hope, the chances here of that team. So I guess it feels quite circular. We were so lucky from our time with Artemis Racing to be able to learn a lot and bring technology and to the decarbonizing space. And I think it's cool that it's gone full circle, and now us as a product company can help back this amazing team.
I think all the four of us can agree that this is going to be a super exciting journey, right?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
GKSS and KSSS is undertaking the Swedish Challenge in a collaboration with Artemis Technology. For the young generation, it's an amazing and a unique opportunity to follow along with the future sailing.
I am fully committed to becoming a professional sailor, and I believe this is an incredible opportunity for the younger generation to step into this path.
It's an exciting step forward for me in my sailing career, and I cannot wait to experience the exploration and challenges that it will bring.
The collaboration across the nation will form a unity that we can build on for years to come. I have complete confidence that our team will be nothing short of remarkable.
Sailing has become a big part of my life. I've been inspired by past youth programs throughout the years, and now it's our turn.
You almost get some goosebumps, don't you? Who doesn't want to be on that team? The Youth America's Cup was for the first time decided back in 2013, and since then become a pathway for young promising sailors. For the third time, we will now have a Swedish team on the starting line. It is not yet decided who will be on this team. All the spots are still up for grab. But please welcome 3 promising sailors who all want to get onto this team. Isabelle Bergqvist. Give them an applause. Hugo Kristensson. And Oskar Engström. So we should perhaps also explain that there will be tryout camps for both the youth and the women's team in the next coming months, but we will talk more about this later. But if we start with you, Isabelle, you've been sailing a lot of match racing. What is it that makes you want to go into this, and what is your dream?
Well, you know, growing up watching all these legends sail at Marstrand and then being in the match racing circuit myself, I feel like America's Cup is the top. It's the dream that you want to do, and now that this is an opportunity, I have to go and try and grab it.
Hugo, you've been sailing 470 mixed. Why do you want to be part of this team?
So recently I ended my 470 campaign a month or 2 ago, And since I heard about this opportunity, I've been very excited to become part of it, or hope to become part of it. And I'm very fascinated by the challenge of forming a team and learning a new boat together. And here I hope that my background from different classes, moth, offshore sailing, 49er and so on, can contribute. And I really hope to get a chance.
It was a good sell pitch.
Yeah.
Oscar, I know you already been out training with the moth, trying to foil. How's it going?
Yeah, recently I bought a boat together with my sailing friend Rasmus. He's over here as well somewhere. And it's fantastic. I believe it's the best boat you can train in. It's got the speed, it's technical, a bit physical, and yeah, most importantly, it's really, really fun. You learn a lot.
So what would it mean for you guys to get on this team?
Oh, well, it would mean everything for me. It's the biggest dream I've had, and so it'd be a lot.
Oscar?
Yeah, it's the big dream.
What do you think will be the biggest challenge for the team, whoever's on it?
I think considering it's quite a short time frame until the actual competition, I think the most important thing is probably creating a well-coordinated and dynamic team. And I think this will be probably the most important aspect of the whole thing.
Getting a team together to foil in 50 knots?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good luck to all the three of you. We hope to see you in Barcelona in the Swedish jersey. Thank you.
Thank you.
I Artemis Pathway vill vi samla Sveriges seglande ungdomar och introducera dem för framtidens segling.
The future of sailing is all about foiling. It's so important to teach the next generation how exciting foiling is, and it really just adds another dimension, another element to traditional sailing. We want to harness the talent within Sweden and really train them up to be the future of Swedish sailing.
Visst alltså, när du väl får upp det på foilen så du flyger alltså. Det var riktigt jäkla kul.
Hålla koll på detaljerna, men att det går väldigt fort och är väldigt, väldigt, väldigt roligt när man väl lyckas. Nervöst, mycket adrenalin och superkul.
Otroligt svårt, otroligt snabbt, otroligt roligt.
Artemis Pathway, och så här ser det ut. Artemis Pathway Tour 2023. Man har införskaffat 8 stycken såna här WASP-båtar som ni också kan se här. Och det här är ett program som riktar sig för de som är 12 till 18 år. Och om någon nu blir orolig för att jag står och pratar svenska så har jag inte gått bort mig. Vi tänkte att vi kör den här delen på svenska. Totalt sett så kommer Artemis Pathway att besöka 4 platser, 4 events under det här året. Bland annat då i Göteborg och i Stockholm. Och så ytterligare 2 ställen som kommer att presenteras inom det snaraste. Då kommer det finnas möjligheter att få prova de här båtarna, träffa seglarna, få hjälp av seglarna. Och det kommer även att hållas en del föreläsningar. Välkomna nu upp på scenen Tyra Axede, Annie Hilton, Anton Vendin, tillsammans med Torbjörn Törnqvist, grundare av The Swedish Challenge powered by Artemis Technologies.
Är det sant?
Ja. Och när vi ändå applåderar så kan vi väl också ge en applåd till Marstrands segelsällskaps seglarskolan som sitter här. Och kanske drömmer om att en dag få stå här uppe. Tyra, Anton och Annie, jag börjar med er. Berätta lite om, vi såg bilderna här när ni var ute och testade. Hur var det?
Det var superkul. Alltså verkligen. Helt jätteovanlig känsla, men så himla roligt.
Vad var det för känsla, Anton?
Alltså man kände som att man flög. Alltså det var svinkul och jag vet inte, det var en dröm som kom till verklighet.
Annie?
Ja, det var väldigt spännande men svårt, men extremt roligt. Det går ju så fort.
Torbjörn, vad känner du när du ser leendena och engagemanget på de här ungdomarna som har varit ute och testat?
Ja, det smittar av sig, om man säger så. Det är ju kul att ni har tagit det här till er, för det är ju den vägen seglingen går framåt, och det är extremt, det extrema förhållandet mellan natur och vindkrafter och vad man kan, den energi som man har. Så jag förstår att hur fort tror ni att ni kan segla de här?
Ingen aning.
Snabbt.
Det är så. Ja. Om jag säger så här att ni sitter i en sån här Amerikas Cup-båt om 5 år sedan, hur fort tror ni man seglar då?
Ja, ännu snabbare.
Jag ska göra en gissning. Jag tror någonstans mellan 50 och 60 knop. 100 kilometer till.
Mäktiga hastigheter.
Jo, men när man sätter det i perspektiv så ser vi då liksom teknik och vad det gör. Och det är också någonting som... Jag menar, segling är ju så mycket. Va? Det är inte bara att segla fort, utan det är det här med att utnyttja elementen och alla aspekter av naturkrafter. Så att ha det i bakhuvudet.
Ni har ju seglat mycket jolle tidigare. Vad är den största skillnaden, känner ni?
Det är typ en helt annan känsla. Och det är typ lite mer tekniskt. Och misstagen man gör blir mycket tydligare här. Om du gör något lite slarvfel i liksom jollen, det går att rädda upp. Men här blir det så stora kontraster. Så att man behöver verkligen veta vad man håller på med.
Torbjörn, din passion för segling går det inte att ta miste på. Vad betyder Artemis Pathway för dig?
Jag tycker det är jätteskojigt. Jag menar, när jag var i er ålder och yngre, det var ju första gången jag var i en segelbåt, och det var en GKSS-eka. Och nu är det Wasps. Så att, och jag har ju haft segling en del av mitt liv, och det är ett stor del av livet, och det är många aspekter på segling. Så jag tror att det är inte bara racing, utan det är just det här att uppleva liksom naturkrafterna och fin natur. Och, jag menar, det ger också mycket annat än bara själva racing. Och jag tycker det är jätteskojigt att segling har en framtid. Att det kan bli bättre, och det är kul, och det är häftigt. Det går fort. Och jag tycker det är jätteskojigt att vi kan göra det. Se bara det ni har organiserat här. Jag tycker det är imponerande och roligt, verkligen skojigt.
Vi kanske ska ta och kolla med det här gänget som sitter här också. Är det någon av er som skulle vilja testa de här båtarna som vi såg på filmen? Va? Upp en hand allihopa och skrik som skulle vilja. Va? Jag tror framtiden är säkrad i alla fall. Tyra, Anton, Annie, vad skulle ni vilja säga till andra ungdomar mellan 12 och 18 år då, som inte har fått pröva på det här än?
Att ta varje chans de kan få för att testa detta. För det är verkligen jätteroligt, och det ger väldigt mycket. Så försök att vara med någon gång, testa.
Och tillfällen kommer som sagt att ges runt om i hela landet. Pathway, ett härligt initiativ från Swedish Challenge powered by Artemis Technologies, som säkerligen kommer att skänka mycket glädje för många ungdomar. Tack så mycket alla 4.
Tack.
For the first time in history, women are competing side by side in the America's Cup. We will be there.
For me, it's crystal clear. I want to take this chance, and I dream about the Swedish Challenge powered by Artemis Technology being the first team written on this new trophy.
My passion lies in paving the way for women in the world of sailing and seeing young sailors have the courage to go for their biggest dreams. And now it's happening.
For me, Generation Z, gender equality is everything. I know that's not the reality, especially not in sports and in professional sailing. Therefore, I'm glad that Artemis is pushing hard for gender equality. I will work as hard as I can to earn my spot in the racing team.
Make dreams come true.
Quickly, this has been very good.
And the America's Cup is now the Women's Cup.
Now please welcome two contenders for the women's team. Anna Östling, who we all know from match racing. And Ebba Berntsson, 49er FX sailor.
Thank you.
Anna,
Yes.
you have had great success over the years in match racing. What is it that makes you want to turn your focus on this now?
It really is a dream coming true. When we first found out about this more than a year ago, it was just so clear that, of course, Sweden needs to be part of this. And now, with Artemis Technology behind, we can really do a great campaign and, you know, fight for the actually top spots. And I'm so thankful for that. So, yeah, for me, it's just a no-brainer. Let's go.
Ebba, please tell us about what you've been doing as a sailor up till now.
I have been sailing the 49er FX. I am a part of the Challenger team here in Sweden. And this year I got the opportunity to sail with Vilma Bobeck. So I got to join her on the FX on 2 World Cups. So I learned a lot. And it's a big deal to sail with the older sailors. They get so much experience.
You are here as one of the possible contenders for a spot on the team, but you are also young enough to apply for the youth team. Yeah. Are you aiming to be on both teams?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's super cool to be able.
Yeah, well, what would it mean to you if you made it?
So much. It's like a so big dream. You have been looking at these boats for like ages and just want to sail them, and they are so cool. And before, the dream has been like so far away, but now with like the youth team and the women's team, the dream is possible, and that's super cool.
Yeah, and it's so cool how you and how all the girls actually have like, you know, the best possibilities ever.
Yeah.
So we're thankful for that.
Yeah.
So the Puig Women's America's Cup, Anna, this is the first time that we have a all-women's competition. What do you think this will mean for women in sailing in Sweden, but also internationally?
Yeah, like everything, the world is opening up, and as you said, it's been just something, you know, very far away and something we have been looking at and dreaming about, but now it's actually happening. And so this will, of course, create so many more women sailors out in the world, and we will raise the level a lot. Like now, just last week, we had a camp, and just to realize how much knowledge there are, and to be part of that, and to listen to all that. And I think that's one of the most, you know, coolest way that we can, you know, get all the girls up to level and up in very high speeds as well.
The fact that we now are standing here together as a team, GKSS, KSSS, and of course Artemis Technologies, what that does mean for this venture?
So much. Yeah, so we couldn't do it without the whole nation, the cross-nation thing, and to have the support from the 2 biggest clubs in the country. It will also, of course, be something for all the other clubs in Sweden to be part of as well. And yeah, again, to have the knowledge within Artemis Technology with all the simulator, and yeah, Ian, all your knowledge, and Sarah as one of the first female managers for an America's Cup campaign. That's just amazing.
It's going to be an exciting year, regardless who's on the team. Thank you very much. Before we end this session, we're going to bring up 2 more guys on the stage who are very important for this team. So please welcome a silver medalist at the Olympics in Tokyo, sailing team manager Fredrik Bergström. And also a warm welcome to this team's head coach who was on the winning team at the America's Cup in 2013 and most recently back-to-back winner of the Sail GP, Kyle Langford. So guys, you're both super experienced sailors, but now you're on the coaching side. What are your thoughts going into this?
I mean, I guess the goal is we want to be in Barcelona and we want to win both competitions. And I think to do that, we really need to, put a strong program together over the remaining part of the summer. We're going to have to train in the cold, dark hours of the winter and, leading into next summer in Barcelona. And I mean, I think the ultimate goal is to win the competition, but also the other goal is to inspire the next generation of sailors. And all the kids here from the Master and Sailing Club, we want them to be inspired by this, realise that there is another potential to make a career out of professional sailing. And hopefully we're really, with the sailors we're going to have involved in this program, the Pathway program and also the Academy, we're going to provide a clear way for people to be able to do that.
Frederick?
Yeah, me as a coach in this program, I will definitely focus on giving the sailors the tools, how they can excel their sailing skills, and also give them the mental preparedness for this type of challenge. It's sort of being in Barcelona, sailing these boats, as we've seen. It's a big challenge, and we need to be well prepared for this.
Kyle, you have more experience from the Cup than most people. What is it that makes this competition so special?
I mean, the America's Cup has always had a strong history in sailing. It's the oldest sporting event in the world. And I think just the fact now that, the sport is evolving with the times, there's now the women's competition. We've had the youth competition for the last few cycles. And, just providing a pathway, for people to get into professional sailing is, it's so important that the event has adopted with the times and, it's done a good job to do that. And I mean, I've been very lucky with my own personal career that I've been in the right place at the right time and given an opportunity. But now every single Swedish youth sailor, boys and girls, will have this opportunity. It is laid in front of you, and it's for the people who are willing to put in the work, the time and the effort. They will be able to, make it to the America's Cup and build a strong career out of sailing.
On the water, when it's competition, Frederick, what is it that you feel that the two of you can contribute with to the team?
I think both of us have a huge experience of actually building a team and building a team for success. Both of us has been winning a lot on the highest level of sailing. And I think, as Hugo said already before, that would be the key. We don't have so much time until the event next year, and that will be the key point to create a stable team that works together as a good combination to move these things forward and get the team fly.
Kyle, as we mentioned, most spots on both these teams are still up for grab, but you have some exciting to announce here.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a small group of people who have kind of put in a lot of effort, and we've kind of kick-started things with the Artemis Academy, and to really get on the team, it's a selection process, and it's open to every single Swedish sailor out there. And so we'll have a selection panel which involves a few key people from the yacht clubs, Artemis Technologies, and the coaches. And that will start the application process, which will be launched in about 5 minutes online. And so you can head to our website and fill in the application form. And we'll then go into a on-water trial session, and we've also got a simulator here, which the people will be using during their trials. And then ultimately, out of that academy, we're going to be launching the Swedish Challenge Mixed Youth America's Cup team and the women's team. And so, despite competing in 2 separate competitions, we will be training together as one academy here in Sweden, putting in the hours in the wintertime. And, out of that academy, we will then select the 2 teams who will go and race in Barcelona.
And I think we have one more slide here, Frederick. This
Yeah.
is the selection process.
Yeah, exactly. I can walk you through it a little bit shortly. As Kyle said, today is a big day. We open the gates for the online application, so we encourage everyone who has the age in for the mixed youth team to go online and make her application, and also for all the women sailor in Sweden who thinks this is an interesting way, please go online and fill the application form. It will be open now until the 9th of July, and that's sort of the first stage we'll have. And then, as Kyle said, we will also have 2-day training camp, selection camp, one on the West Coast and one on the East Coast, together with the clubs. And then by the end of the summer, 13th of August, we should have made the final cut for the Artemis Academy. That will have the plan to run a big program and a good program for the fall. But also mention this, everybody should know that the academy is not set for forever. As soon as you've applied online today, we will save your data, and you will always have the ability and chance to get qualified into the academy again, or again if you're not selected by the 13th of August. So remember, this is a continuous work from our side as head coaches, and we will have scouts out there for all the Swedish sailors, and we're really encouraging everybody to be a part of this, and because what we are trying to do is create the best team and be the winners down in Barcelona in September, October.
So Kyle, we said that most spots are up for grab. What does that mean?
Yeah, so as we said, we're going to scour Sweden, and we're going to search for the best sailors. And to kickstart the process with the academy, we'd like to announce the first 5 members of the academy, and they'll come up here on stage. And I think what's nice is that these guys, we've been out training the last couple of days. They understand the work that's going to need to be put in to fight for a position on the race team, and we'll be adding to this academy. So this is just the starting group. And, if you guys would like to come up on stage, these are the guys who are going to be working their asses off, to try and get on that race boat at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that team is, we have Annika Kollunger, sorry. We have Anna Östling. We have Rasmus Alderbeck. And Oskar Engström. And we have Linnea Wennergren.
So there we have them, the first members of the academy. Congratulations. This will end this session, but feel free to stay, talk with the sailors, talk with the members, the coaches, and grab some classic Swedish fika. Thank you all for coming.